When we bought the plant, that was a former General Motors assembly plant. Was shut down for 6 years. Then the couple actually made the movie, and we call it a sad story, and why General Motors shut down the plant. Then Chris Turner said, "Hey, you know what? Since you guys take over, why don't you guys film, to see what's the change for this new old plant?" That's the first intention, from the chairman. Let's do it. To bring this new factory, the old factory, life again. The chairman is a very honest and open person, and that's reason. You want to film it, film it. We want you to understand about how we operate in China, and there's no difference between China and U.S. Especially if we are as a global supplier, we open the factory everywhere. There's no big difference in China or U.S. That's why he said, "No, I don't have any high. You can film whatever you want." And even this is a documentary. That's he said. You don't have the authority from me. You come over, take it, and you can do whatever you want. So he's the kind of person, trust the producer, and we're an honest person. We're open. I hope you gotta do the same. You have to earn the trust. Okay, when you come to the new place, you have to respect the local culture, the policy, the law, and we talk about a lot of safety. Obviously, you have to make sure the company coming to U.S. is not same as the China operator. The government, the system, they're a little different. But we talk about automotive, there's no boundary. When we talk about automotive, it's like a globalization. So when we have a new model, you can actually cross not only the one country, you can go to China, go to India, go to Europe. So that's really think the automotive is like a global. Really, really people work together, and there's no boundary. So for you, for the people come to U.S., the company come to U.S., you have to make sure you get your culture merged to the local culture. You don't have to change anybody. You have to change by yourself, basically. So this is really the experience we learn. So earn the trust, respect each other, then you can work, make that happen, make your dream happen. For me, I want to change the culture here too. We're a global company. I don't want to mention about that we're Chinese or American. We're a global company. So when you talk about global, you got to learn from each other. Okay, it's not only one culture. We have different people from different color, different background. So this is very, very important for you to work together and understand each other. Like I said, respect each other. I don't think you follow the China work, the habit, or start your family time, they're going to work in U.S. But if you work like a U.S., there's too much freedom. I think you cannot survive because customers, they're so strict. And also the cost pressure is so high. So that's why we have to find something in the middle, okay? Not only 100% following China, and also not 100% follow the U.S. This is really the past 3 years. The U.S. people understand why we are success, because we have a really good, hardworking people work together. But U.S. side, China side, you know what? We have to learn something from U.S. side too, because they want to do something better. When they learn some skills, they have a competition. They always want to do something better, and they're very independent. So that's something we can actually learn from each other. I think we can do something better. The two teams, it's pretty good. Right now we have we call a master training program, one-on-one. So the one Chinese expert can train the local Americans. Now they actually learn, you know what, the Chinese people, they accumulated so much experience then really can return to the work. Because glass automotive, I mean, the glass industry is kind of niche market. You got to have the experience to learn. There's no shortcut. So that's why the US people, they learn a lot from Chinese, and Chinese people learn a lot from US. I gave you a perfect example. When we developed a new vehicle, we call the VDP, Vehicle Development Program Timing. Back to the old time, you need 48 months to develop a brand new vehicle inside out. Okay, brand new chassis, brand new interior and also exterior. And now we roll out called the fast VDP. From 48 months to 32, down to 24, now 12 months, even 6 months, you can have brand new vehicle in the market. Because of smartphone, because all the information we actually can get it pretty quick, and also we work on 724. You can have design team in China, also in US. So 724 basically 12 hours in China, 12 hours in US. Thus requires supplier have a quick response time. So Fuyao as a tier 1 supplier, we call it integration supplier. So you got to respond back to the customer quick enough. That's why there's no room for the third party to be involved for your decision. So that's why we have to work directly with the customer. Same as when you run the company inside, internally, same thing. So there's no room for you to have third party have a barrier, because communication can cause a lot of misleading. That's why we call it the communication is the most cost factor to run the manufacturing. So that's why we need a direct contact, direct communication. So then we can earn the trust and also earn the time, especially, so the customer can give us more PO. When we have more business from the customer, that means you have a job. Nobody can guarantee you have a job. The only customer, you have to follow that demand. So that's why we say, we definitely have to have direct communication. There's no room for third party. Automotive is really the global products. I mean, it's no boundary. So because we're Chinese, come over here to invest. That's why everybody thinks this is a Chinese company. Actually, it's not. Fuyao is a global company for many years. So we follow the customer. Typically for FGA, which is the Fuyao Glass America, the reason come over is for General Motors, because we're a strategic partner for GM for a long time. So that's why we come over here. We're a global supplier. We don't really have the name or Chinese or American. We call it global supplier because automotive is really global. When you have a platform rollout, you're going to sell any country. So we don't really typically name you're Chinese or Indian, you're American. We call it global supplier. So that's why we say, we're an American company, we're here, we supply the auto glass for American OEMs. That's why we have to say we're an American company. The German, we call the Industry 4.0, okay? Industry 4.0 is automation. It's not necessarily machine replace every single workstation, because some of the workstation or some of the process use robots can really improve the productivity, okay? Because we're human beings. Sometimes you feel tired, and also you have the very worst work condition, the very hot and humid. You can use robotics to replace it. So that's why in the film we mentioned about we load automatic for the glass. That really can reduce the labor workload, the work intense. Our automation improvement can really resolve the ergonomic. The people can really relax a little bit, but we want to push all the people to learn more like a technical operator. It's not like simply load and unload the glass. We try to improve our productivity. That's the main reason. Automation for the automotive glass is not 100% can be replaced by the robotics. But some workstation you can use robotics can improve and help reduce the workload for the labor. You know, Fuyao is now we're world #1 company for the auto glass. And I think now you become a world #1, that means you gotta have the leadership role to show, this is what good supplier, for the automotive industry. I believe we are gain the sales every year. Also, we try to gain the more market share in North America. Between US and China, typically, like I said earlier, we really follow the customer demand. So far, auto glass manufacturing in US, really nobody really want to do more. We invest for the auto glass because the very small profit, and the investor they're not really have interest to show they want to continue to invest the heavy, capital investment for the low margin business. But if we are like our chairman, my boss, he said, we want to do the simple glass for the customer. And this is where a purpose we're making glass not for the making the money. It's really want to build the company and offer like a training school. We can offer a lot of people, the talent people from this manufacturing can go to somewhere else. So pass that culture to others. I believe we all do a very good job because we have a great leader, then we have a great team, the hardworking people. And typically for automotive, we actually currently, my philosophy, we need to do something better on competitor to show you're a good company. Then you can actually do something for the local community. And we really, for between US and China, we want to become a private ambassador. We're not talking about the politics, we talk about the business. Let customer satisfaction, we call it QSTP, we need to offer the good quality glass and let customer happy. And when we have the good customer, that means we have more business. So this is a good cycle, more business, more profit, you can have a better working condition for your employee. Your employee work hard, then you can have a better reward. That's why in the movie we said that we're going to share a piece of pie because when we make a profit, we're going to reward for the hardworking people. Everybody wants to share the information together. I believe CGCC offers a great platform. We can learn from each other. They have the great member, not only the small company, they're spread for the big, even like a 500 Fortune company, there are 40 of them. So really, we learn from each other because we're a global citizen. I think it's very important to use the platform to learn each other and also the share experience, and you can do something better for the local community, especially when US, and we're not new here, but we can certainly share the information for the newcomer. Not yet, but we're looking forward to work with CGCC. We do have a host event for the DDC, in Dayton, and also the Dayton Chambers of Commerce. We offer the place, and also we're going to invite all the local business leaders and the government. We can sit down together. It's the same thing. We can share the information. So we're looking for if we can do that. Hopefully you guys can come over to Dayton, and I can be the host, and also offer the similar event to invest all the business owner or the local governor to come over, so we can actually have the conference or the sharing. I believe this is the good thing we can do. They do a very good job, and I think just need more members. I think we can have a more event, like today, basically, we have a lot of people come over. more information you can share, and I think more experience than you can learn. And we just try to work together. And like I said, we're a global company, and we can actually work together, make sure we can offer the good service with the local community